Okay, so now it's time for episode 41 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Episode 40 is one of my favorites so far, and I got a little recency bias, so I'm feeling like it is my favorite so far. But it told us the story of a slave named Number 23 who had come to be known as Van Hohenheim, who had also in his own way come to be known as Father. And it told us how that duality finally formed. And I love exposition, I love lore. I'm a sucker for that kind of show, so I love that episode. And on the reaction, I failed to stick through to the end, but I did go back and watch that in-credit scene where it just explains a little bit about the nature of a Philosopher's Stone, the relative size, the consistency, and just how many people would have to die to create a large one, which, of course, we know that is the intended fate of Amestris. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and watch episode 41 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. And of course, during the OP, I like to remind people that I do have a Patreon now. And I know many of you are already members of the Patreon or you've already checked it out at least. But if you haven't checked it out and you're just curious about what's going on over there, well, there is a link in the video description. All right, and it looks like we're starting out back down in those tunnels down outside Briggs. Oh, yeah, this is the coal mine guy trying to lead people through the tunnels with his expertise from being a miner. Those Chimera are there, the little girl, Winry, Scar. Oh, what happened? Did Winry trip over something or is she just getting weak? Oh, she tripped over dynamite. That's not a good thing to trip over. Oh my goodness. Dr. Marcos got quite the reaction by talking about the dynamite. Oh, so do we trust Yoki? Because Yoki doesn't have the best history. He says they're soaked through and that they won't ignite, but I don't know if I trust Yoki. He has a bit of a mixed history, particularly with the Elric brothers. Oh, and here's Elric and Miles. Are they back in that city? Yeah, I don't think they're in Briggs. I think they're still in that city they went into where the whole interesting face-off happened. The Abyss is the name of this episode. So is something going to happen down in those coal mines? I say coal mines, those tunnels? Is that the Abyss we're going to be talking about? Or is it going to be a more metaphorical abyss? Like an abyss of hatred or the abysmal state of affairs? Oh, so Miles is talking about a plan to take somebody out. It's an assassination assignment, basically. Yeah, but Edward is not cool with just killing. You know, he doesn't like that approach, even though I'm probably thinking that's the only way to handle Kimblee. But he's saying we got to capture him, we got to bind him, and then we got to get information from him. That sounds so much harder than killing him. And Miles says letting him live is a maybe at best. But yeah, Edward doesn't like senseless bloodshed. And I think he doesn't even like bloodshed when it makes sense, because it kind of makes sense here. But it's showing us we got some nobility in Edward, which is nice, you know. And I never suspected anything less out of Edward. Yeah, it sounds like Miles is set on, you know, eliminating, I'll call it assassinating Kimblee and his henchmen. Oh yeah, those supporters of Miles here, the soldiers, are talking about his youth. And Miles is like, this is a country where you have to grow up fast. You don't get the privilege of being a child in this situation. I mean, how old could Miles have even been when the Ishvalan War was going on? A lot of these guys probably grew up in war. To like 16 or something at the very least. Oh, but Miles does envy like their hopeful attitude that has been burned out in him from his experiences. I like that. Oh, a drug that makes you live a long time? Oh, this is some like old-fashioned alchemy. The what is it called? The Philosopher's Stone that turns everything into gold? Ah, yeah. So yeah, all about immortality and gold, but also didn't alchemists want to invent like an acid or a solvent that would dissolve absolutely anything? And they never stopped to think about, if we did invent this, what would we keep it in? Like, it would just burn to the center of the earth and stay there, maybe to cause volcano to erupt? Oh, she's giving a lot of information from alchemy there. Kind of blowing their minds a little bit. A gold person would be a perfect person. I like that. The perfection of gold. Oh boy, looking back at Van Hohenheim, talking about something that happened, an immortal man with golden hair and eyes that brought alchemy to Jing. I love this. The legend building around the immortal Van Hohenheim. Or perhaps father, but it, you know, all the context clues here that it's Van Hohenheim. But it could be father. Maybe alchemy is Van Hohenheim's creation and alchemy is father's. Wouldn't that be a twist? Oh, wow. So they made it through the tunnel without any treachery, without any booby traps, without any foul play. Whoa! He fell in the snow. He needs like those snowshoes that look like badminton rackets that you put on your feet, right? I've never had any of those. I mean, it snows here sometimes, but not deep enough to need snowshoes. But I'd kind of like to go somewhere where I could wear and experience snowshoes for myself. I don't know, maybe somewhere in Canada or something. Oh, did Al fall in the snow? How did he get in that position with his feet up instead of down? Did he fall on his backside and just sink? Or are there just like snow sinks out here? Like everything looks even, but you just walk into this huge hole you didn't know was there? That's what I think's happening. Oh, wow. So Alphonse was able to... Oh, yeah, I remember where we left off last episode. Because he's immune to some degree to the elements, he went on out there while Edward stayed behind. I remember. So let's hear his message. Yeah, just communicating to them that they're not safe as they think they would be. Like, they thought General Armstrong would give them safe harbor, but Armstrong's been called to Central. They didn't know that, so Al had to deliver this message. So, now where are they going to go? What are they going to do? They're out here on this snowy, snowy day. Do they go back in the tunnels and just live out the rest of their lives as tunnel dwarves or something? Grumpy old trolls who live in the tunnel? Legends build up around them? Oh, Scar's got an idea. Let's see where he takes them. Oh, so he knows about this place called Azbek. Hopefully it's a nice village, you know, maybe a little cafe where we can sit down, get a hot cup of cappuccino or something, warm up from the snow. Maybe get a couple of sausages. Listen to somebody play guitar by the fireplace. I think I wouldn't mind visiting Azbek. Yeah, so what is Winry trying to tell Al he's got to go back? No, Al has confidence in his brother, which is how it should be, but rarely is, right? How hard is it sometimes to trust your colleagues and your family and things in a mission? That's a nice benefit to have. Somebody you can trust. And somebody who's worthy of that trust. Edward is. I like it. There's a fake Alphonse. How did he get such a good fake Alphonse? This is awesome. The guy can hardly walk in there. His voice doesn't sound that much like Alphonse. Where did he get a complete suit of armor that can pass as Alphonse, that fits the guy? This is beautiful. Oh, man. If I ever get enough free time to make it to an anime convention, I would love to cosplay as Alphonse. Nobody would know who I was. Which is better than just going without a costume and nobody knows who I am, right? Alright, I want to see how Miles plans on executing his execution plan. Because I don't think Kimblee's going to be that easy to take down. I think Kimblee has his head on a swivel. I think he's expecting something just like this. Plus, Kimblee is no pushover. I mean, we saw what he did in Ishval. We've seen what he's done here in Amestris since he's been let out of prison and put on the job. Oh, so they're just going to try to snipe him? I want to see what kind of defense he has against sniper attacks. So Edward's going to try to interfere with the assassination attempt, which is no surprise. But is he going to try to put himself in the way of the bullet? Oh, trying to keep Kimblee out of the tunnels here. Kimblee's like, this would be great reverse psychology if that's what Edward's going for. Like, oh, don't go in those tunnels no matter what, Kimblee. And he's like, oh, you don't want me to go in them? Well, I'm going to go in them. Kimblee knows about the snipers. He is just ridiculously aware here. And he's aware that Edward's trying to save him, it sounds like. Okay, so let's see what Kimblee's defense against getting sniped happens to be here. Looks like we're about to see it. They're pulling the trigger. And how does he know that that's the time? Did he just make a crater and go down in it to be out of the line of sight? Oh, he just threw up a bunch of snow. It's a smoke screen. Only made of snow, so I guess that's a snow screen. Oh, and Edward's upset. Whoa, what was that just slashed out at Edward? The snow screen's too effective. I couldn't see what lashed out at Edward. Are these more Chimera? It looks like more Chimera. Oh, man, that's a cool Chimera, the lion-looking one. So how many Chimera are going to be here? I guess did everybody Kimblee bring with them? Do they happen to be Chimera? We got so many Chimera now. Or is it chimeras? I feel like the plural for chimera is chimera. Like the plural for moose is moose. So now he's in this like warehouse looking building. Everything looks so abandoned here. I wonder where everybody went. Maybe it's because they're on the edge of a war zone with Drachma. Oh, Edward. Stuck in this snowdrift, this cloud, low visibility, being surrounded by bloodthirsty beastmen, Chimera. Oh, right at the throat! What are you going to do, Edward? They're just trying to take him prisoner, at least. They're not trying to kill him. But I wonder what plans Kimblee has for him. But yeah, because of their animal instincts, their sense of smell is great. And here comes a little auto mail stab. Oh, he just got punched with the old double fist. Did he dodge it or did he get hit? And Miles is trying to go out there and help him out, but come on, Miles, what help can you be? The snowdrift is going to blind you. This is what snowblind means? I don't think that's what snowblind means. But it could be an interpretation of snowblind, because he's blind due to the snow. Oh, no! Tumbling off a hole in the parking structure. And I know it's not a parking structure, but that's what it looks like. Fell. Wow, he fell. Snowdrift broke his fall. Looks like he's still alive. His biggest concern about falling that far is now he's going to be shorter, and he's falling into dynamite. Oh, what's he going to do with that dynamite? Is he going to throw dynamite at the Chimera? That'd be great to see. Oh, boy. Of course, if Yoki said that the dynamite in the tunnel was soaked through, this dynamite, yeah, they're saying it's, he's saying it's too wet, but he's talking about the raw materials could be useful. Oh, well, they're giving me the recipe for nitroglycerin, just in case I was some kind of lunatic who wanted to make my own nitroglycerin, which I assure you, I'm not. Ammonia nitrate. So he's making ammonia gas. Oh, he's going to take their intense sense of smell and turn it into a weakness. And if you've ever, like, been around smelling salts, that's what they call them. They're not really salt, but that ammonia, it is strong stuff. So if you got some high concentration stuff, that will put you on your feet, make your nasopharynx bleed, blood from your nose, blood from your mouth if it's too strong. If you could only find a little chlorine to mix in with it, then they're in big trouble. You know, that's like a deadly gas or something. The ammonia is so strong it knocked out my internet apparently because I'm buffering for a prolonged period of time right here in this ammonia fight scene. So I'll back it up and see if it is able to charge through the buffering here. Apparently not. So let's go the other direction. Then back it up. Okay, there. That's how you break it. So he's told Kimblee that he's disabled his henchmen without killing them. So now, is he going to go mano-a-mano with Kimblee here? Try to bring Kimblee down, while at the same time preserving his life. Oh, he's even talking about you're young and energetic, and I'm old and recuperating. Oh, but he's got the Philosopher's Stone thingy. Uh-oh. So is Edward going to try to get that from him? I think Edward could be outmatched with Kimblee in a Philosopher's Stone. But thank goodness Edward's good at what he does. I still worry he's outmatched here, though. I think he's going to need a little help before the end of this battle. I sure hope Edward comes out okay. Oh, how did he manage to get... He cut his hand and got it away from him? Once again, some inopportune buffering. Oh, and he broke the thing on his hand with the same slice. So he took away his transmutation circle and his Philosopher's Stone. Talk about turning the tide of the battle. Oh, but he's got one in his mouth! That was a decoy! This is Decoy and Kimblee right here, calling out Edward for trying to use a non-lethal approach. And what did he just do to him? That did not look good. This cannot be good news for Edward. I mean, it looks like pretty mighty discharge of power there. We saw everything like crackling, all the power like electricity crackling around Edward. Are we going to see what's left here? Gigantic hole, of course. Alright, at least his hand's still intact. That'll make Winry happy, I suppose. Oh, and he's moving! He's not dead! How in the heck did Edward survive that? How in the world did Edward survive that? It looked unsurvivable to me. It's not looking good for those Chimera. Oh, he's bleeding. He's bleeding quite a bit there. That's not good. Oh! Oh no, Edward! He got ran through with this big metal beam here. And I don't even know if they had tetanus shots back then. Oh, he's a goner. Who can heal him in this situation? Oh my goodness. Alchemy. But who knows Alchemy around here? Is the little girl going to find him? Oh, what happened to Alphonse? He just collapsed. Are they like linked somehow because of the blood seal? So if Edward is like significantly injured somehow, it has this effect on Alphonse, who says he's being pulled, I imagine, back into that same void he experienced on his way here in the snowstorm with his old withered body. Oh no, this is bad. So somehow it's like Edward's life force is linked to Al's here. This is a really interesting turn in the story, and I like this. But it's also heartbreaking right now, and it looks like Edward's a goner, and Al is just by extension. And Winry's upset. Oh, that is such a grievous injury. Such a grievous injury. Oh, but he's fighting through it! Oh, he's thinking about Winry. I can't make Winry cry. Oh, it's it's a heartbreak. He managed to get it out of him. I think he's still got a little bit on the front side he's got to get rid of. There he goes. What's he doing here? Oh, is he binding them down tighter so that he don't have to worry about them chasing after him? No, he let him out. What in the heck? He's recruited more Chimera against Kimblee here. This is amazing. He's winning over soldiers with his compassion here. Are they going to rescue him? Or are they going to try to kill him? I think they're going to try to help him. And he's representing it as selfish motivation. He needs help getting that out of his side. They can't believe his trust and kindness and compassion here. The trust in particular. I don't know if they've ever been treated like someone with agency or value before. They're going to help him. But still, he needs some serious healing. I mean, that looks like it punctured a kidney or something. Oh, he's going to seal it with his own alchemy, but he can't heal it, right? He can just seal it. But I guess sealing it, if it's not as good as healing it, it's better than biting a big one. Yeah, good point there. Like I said, his innards are all like scrambled eggs now. Oh, wow. He's going to use his own life force? This is crazy. Oh, wow. So there's a serious consequence here. It'll shorten his life, but it'll save it. I mean, I guess it's an easy decision. It's shorten it a little bit or shorten it a lot. Oh, talking about wiping his own backside there. All right, let's see how it goes. When they pull it out, are a bunch of like intestines going to be stuck on the pole and string out with it? Oh, that'd be gruesome. That'd be gruesome. Oh, let's see. Ah, it hurts just to watch. Oh, this hurts. Let's see if he's figured out this amazing technique here. All right. Oh, boy. He's turned himself into one soul-sized philosopher's stone. So let's see how that works out for him. All right. He's channeling his memories of being in the void. Oh, man. At least no intestines came out of the hole. And there he goes, cauterizing it, the alchemist style. So let's see what the result is. Hope he didn't take his hands away and it's a blood geyser. That's how you can tell he's not dead. His hair is still reactive. They're impressed that he survived that horrific experience. Terribly painful to watch. Made me squirm. Oh, he's he's duct taped it, basically. He's done the human, biological, medical equivalent of duct taping his broken innards until somebody can do a better job. Oh, he can barely move. He's limping along, and he's going to go after Kimblee? He can't even stand. He's lost blood. How is he going to go after Kimblee? Who even knows? Like, he might have accidentally hooked his intestines up the wrong way, so it's just a closed loop now. Oh, but is that a decoy Philosopher's Stone, or is that the real deal? Did he have two? I feel like that was a decoy. Oh, the Chimera just stuck it in his pocket. I thought maybe it was a decoy, but maybe it's the real deal and he had more than one. So are they going to be his allies, or are they going to leave him abandoned there? Yeah, good. They've got some loyalty to the guy. Nice! Give him the old piggyback ride of justice. They're going to help him find a doctor. They're going to get him back on his feet. Kimblee's going to think that they're not there. And then, wow, they can ambush him with a surprise he doesn't see coming. Solid episode. Of course, it didn't, tickle my fancy quite like episode 40. But it's a good, solid episode. We got to see things did not go well for Edward when he tried to fight Kimblee one-on-one. But maybe he'll learn from this experience. Is he going to heal up from this? This looks like he could be sidelined for a couple episodes. It's a pretty grievous injury. Pretty gruesome to watch. Poor Al, hopefully with this turn of fortune, reversal of fortune for Edward, Al's going to come back around too. Maybe in the next episode we'll see Al learn some information or have some kind of experience in the void that's going to be useful to us. But anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next. Just want to say I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you again soon.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. It really means a lot to me. If you might be interested in Patreon perks like early access to videos, uncut reaction videos, ad-free videos, and the opportunity to vote on which anime will be covered in the future, then click on the link in the video description. Thank you.